Hi all. Today we'll study about new topic. This called as a structure. So what is structure? Basically you may heard this word as a something basic parts together you are forming a one structure. It is nothing but building you are forming or any item made up of some small parts. Okay. So like that in C we have structure is a one concept that is nothing but here collection of some data types will take it, then will form one structure. Okay, so it's nothing but logically related datas were forming it. Okay, so what is structure is nothing but this is a user defined data type. So what is user defined data type means, now already till now we studied primitive data types, that is integer, float, double, wide, character. So those are by default provided by the system, that is C programming language. Now we are trying to create our own data type. So why to create our own data type? So if you saw in real life, there are so many problems are there which don't have different categories of these primitive data types only. So this collection together we have maybe one logical item. For example, consider as a student. Okay, so here student, he or she may have roll number, USN, name, and then n number of subjects corresponding marks. Okay, so if you observed these all fields, that is USN, it is a collection of string I can consider. Then if I taken as a roll number, I can take it as a number only, that is numerical type, so it is an integer. Okay, then if I consider as a Mars, so it may be in a float value. So if you consider these three primitive types together related to a single student, so we have to combine those things. So that is these are all three are logically related, so we have to combine them, then we have to use it. So to combine these kind of things we are using the structures. Okay. Then how to, it's almost same as that of array only, but in array what is there, in collection of similar type of element was there, but here we have different data types of elements together we're collecting. Okay, so here if you saw in array, normally we'll define as a int a of 10 something. Okay, there 10 elements we're defining for a array that is of integer data type. Now here we don't want only similar data types, we can have different data types also. Okay, that is nothing but no, roll number if you consider as an integer, name if you consider as a string, marks if you consider as a float. All three are different data types. Now those three different data types we're trying to combine in a one parameter that is called as a structure. Okay, so let's take how to define that structure. Here while defining the structure, that is why we have to define is, first thing, this is our own data type, we are creating it, so we have to tell system as a, this is my own data type, I am going to create it. Okay, so how we will define is, it contains four main things. First one is struct keyword. If you observed, starting we return struct keyword. Okay, then followed by tag name. This tag name is the thing but user defined any name you can give it. Okay, you can give any name to a structure. Then inside flower buckets it should have some variable list, that is nothing but, as I was discussing previously, roll number, name, and student may have marks also. So these three data types you have now, those three data types name and corresponding variables for those things we have to give it. So here whatever we'll write inside a flower bucket, we'll call those as a member of a structure. Okay, because whatever we are going to create it, there is a one structure, inside that whatever we are defining, that is nothing but a members. So here we'll say as a member of a structure. Okay, then after flower bucket it should have semicolon. Okay, let's take one example. struct student flower bucket. Inside that we are mentioning as a int roll number char name 100 bytes float mars close bucket semicolon. So here, okay, here, so here if you saw, struct is a keyword which is given, then student is the name given to the one structure at whatever I am going to use it. Then inside a flower bucket, okay, what we are giving, student may have roll number. So roll number one variable I am defining, that is of type integer. Then student may have name, so I am giving as a variable name itself as a name of 100 bytes, and that is nothing but one string we are giving it, that's why we are given as a char. Okay, then we are giving as a mars one subject mars we are considering here. So here that mars may be a float type. So we are defining these all three are logically related to each other for a single student. So that is nothing but a one structure we are going to create it. That structure name is itself is a student we given here. You can give any name to this structure. Like this, you may have employees. That employee can have employee id, employee name, okay, then he can have salary, his job description, like that anything he can have it. So for example, if you consider the date have day, okay, it has month, it has year. Okay, here day you can consider as it's a string, month you can consider as a 1 to 12 number, and year you can consider as a again one more number, integer number. Here we created our own structure. Okay, for that we given name as a student. Let us see how to declare this structure variables. Okay, then how to access those variables. Normal how we used to declare variable is nothing but that is data type, then variable name, semicolon was there. So here our data type itself is nothing but struct then tag name together. This is my data type. Here struct is a keyword, tag name is a nothing but whatever name we given to a structure, then variable names we will give it. So here I am given in the syntax as a s variable 1, s variable 2, that is nothing but structure variable 1, structure variable 2, structure variable 3, like that n number of variables you can declare it. So for example, we have already defined structure of student, so that we will write it as a struct student here. So that is nothing but struct keyword student, that is name of the variable, name of the structure, then s1, s2, s3, three variables we are creating it. If you saw, whatever we are writing first line, this is my data type. So after that we have tried the variable names of this structure. Okay. So let us see how to access these things. There is nothing but if you want to access a roll number, so you have to give, so whichever variable structure variable dot that roll number you have to give it. There is nothing but, for example, in general this syntax is structure variable dot member name. So here we declared three members, roll number, name, and mars. So if I want to access roll number, so whichever variable we created for this structure, that is here we created s1, s2, s3. So one of that I will choose it, that is s1, s1 dot roll number. So I am asking first student's roll number. Okay, so s1 dot name is nothing but first student's name, s1 dot mars is nothing but first student's mars. So if I want to access second student, so I have to write it as a s2 dot name. Okay, if I have to ask third student mars, so s3 dot mars will write it. So this is how we'll access it. So these things we'll use in printf and scanf statements, that is while displaying something values whatever it contain, or while reading the values from the user, that is printf or scanf statements will use it. Okay, we'll see one example for this. Okay, so here one program will write it, there is nothing but reading a student data. Okay, that data here we are taking as a roll number, name, and mars, three things we are taking it. Okay, that will store inside a structure variable, then we'll display the data from that structure variable. So how to write this one is nothing but hash include stdio.h first line. Then now we are defining the structure here. So how will define structure? That is nothing but it contains always four things. First one is struct keyword followed by tag name or structure name. Here we given as a student. Then inside flower buckets, so fields you have to write it. That is nothing but members of a structure. So we are considering here as a three fields. Okay, now three data members we are considering is, that is roll number, name and marks. You may consider less or more than that. Okay, so we return this one, that is by using corresponding their data types: roll number integer, name as a string, then marks as a float. Now we created one structure that is named as a student. Now this structure we will be using in our program, that is inside main we are declaring a one variable, that is s1 of data type, that is structure data type. So how we will declare that one is struct student s1. Struct student together is my data type, s1 is my variable name. Okay, so then actually in this program, if you saw, we have to read the content from the user for these three fields. Okay, so we'll write one printf statement, that is enter student roll number first, then name and then marks. So in while reading, if you observed, it's same as that of previously whatever we used to read for variables. Okay, so that is in scanf percentage d for a roll number, because we defined roll number as an integer. Okay, and percentage s for a string, that is nothing but we defined name as a string. Then percentage f, that is for a marks, because we defined as a marks as a float. So here those things will read it, then you have to display it. So whatever we read, we'll display it. So just we given printf statements, then we are displaying it. While displaying, just you have to use, that is s1 dot roll number, s1 dot name, s1 dot marks. That is nothing but whatever field you want to display it, that will write it. So here we return as a roll number of student. In a printf statement we return as a roll number of student percentage d, so it will display the roll number. Name of the student we are displaying, so by using percentage s format specifier. Okay, then marks of a student we are displaying by using percentage f format specifier. Let us see how output will be there for this program. Okay, so here it will display first printf statements, that is enter the student roll number, name and marks. We saw first printf statement we have, that is enter the roll number, name and marks, it will display it. Then followed by scanf statement we have, in scanf statement we have percentage d, that is for integer, it will wait. Then percentage s, it will wait for a string. Percentage f, so it will wait for float number. So here it's asking for three things, that is roll number we entered 101, Peter as a name, then 98.72 as a float value. So here the next printf statement, it will display, that is details of student, so, and followed by it will display as a roll number of student, whatever it's there in s1 variable, s1 variable of a structure, that is s1 variable of structure, it contains s1 dot roll number, it contains as a whatever roll number we received here, that is 101, it will display it. Then s1 dot name, it will display Peter. Then s1 dot marks, it will display 98.72.